here in downtown Los Angeles at Border Grill, where chefs Mary Sue Milligan and Susan Finnegar are going to show us how to make their steak tacos. Join us on Get the Dish, where we find out the secrets behind signature dishes from famous chefs and eateries and show you how to recreate them at home. You may recognize them from Top Chef Masters and Food Network's Too Hot Tamales. Chefs Mary Sue and Susan's bold menu features authentic flavors based on the home cookings of Oaxaca and the Yucatan. They take Mexican food to a whole new level. Now, I understand that the steak tacos are one of your signature items on the menu.
How can you beat carne asada taco?
Right? What's the first thing that we need to do, chefs?
We're gonna make the marinade.
Okay.
So we've got the pan nice and hot, and this is a marinade that we started making in 1985 when we took our first trip to Mexico. These cumin seeds are going in a nice hot pan, and we're going to toast them. So you can see those are getting that nice aroma, and you don't want to burn them. So it's like one of those jobs you don't walk away from. You
Keep an eye on it.
Keep it moving.
And when you toast it like that, it releases the oil and the cumin seeds, so you get all the great flavor compared to if you just threw it raw in the blender. So you want to toast it.
So then I'm going to throw them in the blender, nice and toasty, and we're going to add a little bit of jalapeno.
So here, I'll give you a little bit of chili. You better taste the end just to see what you think, if it's spicy.
Really?
Yeah.
Hot
if it's too spicy.
Don't touch it.
Oh, it's good.
If it's really spicy, we might take the seeds out. If it's not, we
Leave
might
them
just
in, or at least half of them in.
Leave them in. We're going to put the cilantro, tons of chopped cilantro. We just get a really rough chop, and then we're going to add those jalapenos, a little garlic, 4 cloves of garlic, quite a bit actually. Some freshly squeezed lime juice is really important, and a little bit of olive oil.
Oh my gosh. I could just dip some chips in that. That is so good. How long are we going to marinate the steaks for in this?
Honestly, you could marinate like this, grill it, and keep marinating it on the grill if you didn't have time. Or we like to sometimes marinate it overnight. But 2 or 3 hours gives you plenty of flavor. But you can use this. You can see how great it is. You can finish it with that. So in the meantime, while that's marinating, we're going to start on making the guacamole. So we got here the California avocados. You can see how gorgeous they are right now. A little bit of finely diced red onion. Whenever you're dicing onions, you want to dice them fresh when you're making guacamole. Yes. Chilies, you could put serrano if you want.
These chilies are
and then tons of chopped cilantro.
And then I'm going to chop these fine.
Then to get all the juice out of the lime, I like to
I know that trick. Roll it out.
Because you get a lot more. And then you take a fork, and because these are seedless limes, you can just put lots of the juice right in there.
And then we take the chopped chili, throw that in, and depending how hot you want it, you go there, and then literally, that's it. And we garnish it with salsa fresca, but we don't actually put it in there.
Keep the components separate.
Let's see what you think.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
See if Milligan knows how to cook. Right? So now, our salsa fresca, right? Very basic.
Okay.
So we're taking just fresh tomatoes, put that in there. Then we're adding in the chopped onion, the cilantro, the chilies, and literally salt and pepper.
And here's a
little bit of lime juice.
And
you got
that's
this, right?
it?
Fork in, turn, squeeze. When we did this on the Today Show, Mary Sue did it. It went right into Matt's eyes.
Oh,
he never had us on the show again for about 20 years.
No.
Yes.
I gotta find that on YouTube.
She likes to tell that story.
True.
Now the skirt steak, once it's marinated, you know, it's a quick flash on the grill. It goes really quickly, and you can cook it as well done as you like.
What is the common mistake that people make when they're grilling skirt steak?
Overcooking it, because it's really a fast and quick muscle to cook. So you want to make sure that when you feel it, it still feels a little soft and squishy. There's a grain going this direction. Well, the other thing that people often do is they cut it like that, which is the wrong thing. You want to cut it against the grain.
Against the grain.
Check it out. We're going to put it in the taco here.
Oh my God.
Right?
Dreams are coming true today, people.
That's good.
So we got our gorgeous fresh tortillas, nice and warm. We put a little bit of that delicious skirt steak in the bottom.
So you could make this for a party and set up a big buffet like this.
A little taco bar.
With a little bit of guacamole, a little bit of salsa fresca, so you've got this gorgeous tortilla there. You want to have the carne asada, the meat, but the guacamole and the salsa fresca gives you the richness and the tang of the tomatoes to balance it.
So chefs, we can make the marinade the day before and marinate our steaks the day before. What about the salsa fresca and the guacamole? Can we do that in advance too?
Well, you can do it in the morning, but I would say, it's one of those things that just tastes so good when it's fresh that it's one of the better things to do the day of.
Okay, right before your guests arrive.
And then the other thing
finish it with
we serve
this.
it with our minty lime cooler.
and you could add a little bit of ramen there.
All right, let's head to the dining room and try these out.
All
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
All right, chefs, this looks absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to just dig right in. Oh my God.
You know, there's only one way to eat a taco, you know. I see people all the time trying to eat them with their fork, but you just can't do it.
With your hands. Oh my
They
God.
have to be messy. That was one of the things we learned way back when we first took our
Yeah.
They have to be messy and juicy, otherwise they're not good.
There's so much flavor in this taco. The steak is so tender. The guacamole, the lime. This taco is incredible. Chef Susan, Chef Mary Sue, thank you so much for teaching us how to make Border Girl steak tacos.
Great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And thank you for watching. I'm Brandi, and we'll see you next time we get the dish on Pop Sugar.